Hello, guys. Welcome back to Tech and Unbox with Anas. Today questions is same as the previous question, but little bit of uh, twist is that questions. The question is write a Java program to print prime numbers in a given range. So how to find the prime numbers in a given range? First of all, you need to understand how to find the prime numbers. If you previously video was that the first condition is the number should be 0 and 1 is not a prime numbers. So whenever you are checking your numbers from 1 to 20, as you can see here 0 and 1 is not a prime number. So your loop will be start from the after 1 to start from the 2. So this is the first condition you have to write in your loop for the efficient code. And the second one is if our numbers have uh, have divisor of 2 and not more than that, more than 2, then it's a prime numbers. That means let's suppose if you have a 3, so you can see that the 3 is have don't have a uh, it will not divisible by 2 3. It have a only divided by 3. The 3 should only divide by 3 and 1. That is why it's a prime number. Or what we take 5 is also prime numbers because 5 is only divided by 5 and 1. That is why it's a prime numbers. To how to implement this in a efficient way? So first we are going to through the basic uh, example. Then we will go to the more efficient programs. So let's implement. First of all, we need a one method which is taking the prime numbers. So for that, let's take our method is static to not create the uh, object. So static boolean is prime. So that our method have only one parameters, that is a int n, which is accepting the our prime numbers means your numbers taking from the whatever the range. So here we have only two ranges, that is a lower one to 20. Check whatever the prime numbers between these values. So first of all, the first logic is if n less than of 2, return false. Return false. Why? So as you can see here, a number 0 and 1 is not a prime. This is the number 0 and 1 is not a prime numbers. Two alternative to that condition is 2. If a n is less than of 2, then you don't have to check anything. You directly return the false. Or you can also print the message to say that this is not a numbers or something like that. So this is the first condition. Second is we have to implement the our logic exact logic. So for that what we need a for loop to iterate until your end. The interesting part is here only. Int I is equal to 2 because yeah, you can as you can see here, if less than 2 it will be breakout. So the our loop will be start from the 2. Then I should less than of n. It will be check until the n, comma I plus plus. Inside of this, we need our logic. If our n percentile I is equal to 0. So This is the our condition, and percentile I is equal to 0. Means it will be dividing by every numbers that in the side of this range 1 to 20, and check that if it's divisible by I or not. If it's divisible, so it means it will check from 1 to uh, 2 to 19. So so it might be have more than one divisor, more than two divisor. So that is why you have to return here, return false, because it will not a prime number. See, now it's good now. After this, return true, else. Instead of else, you have to return true here outside the for block, return true. Otherwise, you have to return true. So this is the our logic. Okay, what we need here first, create the our main method, import it, main method, and here you need two variables. First one is lower is equal to 1, to starting from the 1, int upper is equal to 20, to end with the 20. This is the two values you needed here. After this, you write one message here, sys out a prime number between between plus lower concatenate and sorry, and what we need upper. So whatever numbers inside of this, it will be printing by properly. After this, you have to use one more for loop, int I is equal to starting from the lower. Why lower? Because of our first value is 1. It will be starting from the 1. If it's a 5, it will start from the 5. If it will be 10, starting from the 10. So start from the lower. Then I should less than equals to upper. Check until the upper. Then I plus plus. This is our condition. Now, inside of this for loop, you need to check your prime. So this method is implement here now. That method should be invoked inside of this for loop. How to invoke? If is prime, this is the method is prime I, then what you need to print is out I, otherwise it will not printing. Let's run this program, check it will working fine or not. Run it. See, 2 3 5 7 11 13 17 19 is a prime number. So this is the code which we are implementing, that is the basics code. If you have a, let's suppose if you are checking from the 1 lakh, okay, here we have a 1 lakh, okay, guys, 1 lakh, and run your program. So see, it will be checking from the continuously from the here to here. It will taking too much time. If you have suppose 10 lakh, one more zero, it continuously executing until the 10 lakh, taking too much time. To avoid this process, to conflict your program, you need a better code. So how to implement that code? Don't worry, you don't need much about that. You just need a simple logic, that is root logic, that is inside of C 4 int I equals to 2, I less than equal to n. Instead of that, just write I less than equal to n divided by 2. So the our checking probe is checking the condition is half of them, this upper values half of them instead of all. So run this.